You're stuck at home in quarantine. It's 5 o'clock. Why not have a drink with me?
Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Hope you all are doing well. Busy day for me. A lot of work today. I think the biggest development of the day though is what I think are allergies are just like hitting me really hard. So my voice seems a little off. If I start uncontrollably sneezing, that's why. I'm not somebody that historically has like gotten really bad allergies. And so I don't know that that's definitely what it is, or if it's just, I know without like having chronic allergies, you can also just get like a lot of irritation when like the pollen and stuff is bad. And I know that it definitely is objectively bad outside in terms of pollens and all the other allergens and just a lack of rain over the past week. And so I don't know, all day I've just been like, I'm pretty, there's always this like, is it COVID? But I'm not coughing, it's just sneezing, it's all right here, and so that's why I think it's allergies. I did, at my sister's advice, run to CVS real quick and pick up some like Zyrtec or whatever, the generic form of, or Claritin I guess it is, to try that. Took it about 2 hours ago. I haven't noticed really any difference yet, so we'll see if it is. Tom in the chat saying he's been sneezing all day, right? So there you go. I mean, that could be what it is, and hopefully the meds help a little bit. We'll see. Other than that, just been working on an interesting project for school. In terms of just putting together some potential models for what it might look like if we are, all remote, part remote, all in person. We're hoping to at least be part in person from Labor Day. So don't know whether that'll actually happen or whether it's possible, but the big questions are whether we do half days where half kids come in the morning, half come in the afternoon, or if we do every other day, or where we go from there. So just putting together some things and figuring out the implications of, like, if we were to do half days, what would that mean for teacher schedules? What would that mean for student schedules? How long could classes be or not be? If we do it every other day, like, what does that look like? So all very, very interesting. Peggy in the chat, how you doing, Mom? Good to see you. And that's it, a lot of ambient noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. We have the air conditioner going over there, which is a little bit noisy. On that side of the kitchen, we have my sous vide running to defrost some pulled pork from when I bought, 15 pounds of pork butt that I smoked last month, and a bunch of it got frozen, and so I'm taking a portion of that out. We're gonna have some pulled pork sandwiches for dinner tonight, so excited about that. So if it's a little noisy in here, if I sound weird, all the audio is messed up. Just one of those days, but here we are. We're going to continue our celebration of Negroni Week with the cocktail called Negroni Sbagliato. Now, Sbagliato in Italian means wrong or mistaken. And so Negroni Sbagliato means like a wrong Negroni or a messed up Negroni. And so the story with this cocktail is that it's traced back to Bar Basso, which is a bar in Milan. And sometime in the late 1960s or early 1970s, the story goes, somebody went into Bar Basso and ordered a Negroni. And one of the bartenders had swapped where they normally keep their the bottles, and so this other bartender, I think the owner, was going to make it and went to reach for the gin to make the Negroni, but because the bottles got switched around, accidentally grabbed some Prosecco and poured it in. And the customer that ordered the Negroni was like, let's give it a try. And it wasn't terrible. No, and it turned out, at least, the story is that's how they came across this cocktail, which is basically just a Negroni, but you're swapping out the gin for Prosecco, which obviously totally changes it. You still get that, the flavors from the sweet vermouth and the Campari, but instead of a spirit-heavy, high-alcohol gin, you are instead getting something that is, a little bit lighter, a little bit of a longer drink, a lower alcohol drink. With the Prosecco, it has some effervescence in it now, which is all really interesting. And so I think it is a nice sort of refreshing beverage, easy to make, yummy. If you like Negronis and Campari, you're probably going to like this cocktail. So you have a couple options with glassware. If you were to get it at a bar, and in fact Bar Basso apparently, like when they turn these out now because they're known for them, they'll give it to you in like a huge bulbous wine glass like this, kind of like an Aperol spritz. But even the bartender there says that's more just for the novelty or interest of it, and he recommends and likes, and what I am going to be using today is just a simple, modest, old-fashioned glass, into which I am going to just put a couple of nice cubes of ice. We've got my awesome 1 1/4 inch ice cubes right there. And it's going to be real simple to measure out. I did grab the wrong jigger. This one is too small. So I'm going to grab my next size up jigger. And we're just going to do an ounce each of Campari, sweet vermouth, and Prosecco. And that's it. This isn't going to be like a huge, like, oh, top it off with 4 ounces of Prosecco. That's not what this drink is. It's supposed to be just sort of like a short, nice aperitif that you don't necessarily sit with forever, but you sip on over a short period of time, kind of a short drink. That's why we need a short glass for it. So measured out my Campari. Now let's do my sweet vermouth. And for the most fun part of our evening, let's open up our Prosecco. This is, let's take a look here. This is Kirkland Signature Asolo Prosecco Superior DOCG from Italy, out of Costco. And I think these are like, $7 or $8 a bottle, totally serviceable. Nice Prosecco. All right, here we go. Happy Negroni week. And I don't want to lose all the effervescence by measuring and pouring, but I am just going to kind of imagine that I just do an ounce. Not a ton. Again, we're not like filling it all the way up. Now for garnish, I'm going to just grab a little orange wedge. I think another option here could be just to use the rind, but I'm going to follow the tradition of the, like the spritzes and that sort of thing, and use a half moon here for my garnish. Put it in, just give it a nice tiny little stir, maybe 3 times around, and that's it. Super easy, super nice. One of my favorite thing about all of these Negroni recipes is that that's beautiful. I love the red color. I love drinking red things, and I also like being surprised by how it's not sweet. It's the Campari makes it nice and bitter, and I really like that about all of these Negroni variations in Negroni drinks. So the Negroni Sbagliato. Cheers. Let's give it a taste. It's just a really nice drink. The bubbles give you the little effervescence flavor for it. You're getting it's kind of like a more grandiose version of the Americano also, when you think about it, right? It pitched as a Negroni, but you sub in Prosecco for gin. But it could just as easily be an Americano, but you sub in Prosecco for your seltzer, So, and it definitely has the Americano sort of feel. It has those same flavors, and the bubbles on the tongue really remind you of the Americano. But you get some of the Prosecco flavor in there too, which I think is a nice addition, and overall very nice cocktail. Negroni Sbagliato. All right, well, tomorrow is Friday. Don't really have anything planned for this weekend either. Not really. Can't think of anything that I have going on. So we'll just keep on keeping on, keep on enjoying our cocktails. We'll wrap up Negroni Week on Sunday, so we have 3 more Negroni themed cocktails coming up to enjoy Negroni weekend for the last 3 days of Negroni Week.
It's 5 o'clock. Why not have a drink with me?
I could drink these all night. These are really nice. Have a great night. See y'all later.